Hi, my name is Jade. Welcome to Wilder Moments Tarot. I'm going to be reading your tarot cards today. Welcome. So the way that I do things here, I pull a top card for your conscious mind, a bottom card for your subconscious mind, what's in your dream state or what's hidden beneath the surface of your waking life thoughts. And then there's a card off to the side for your overall energy. I then also pull one additional card for advice from Spirit. So that is how I do things. Conscious mind, subconscious, overall energy, and an advice card. Sometimes I do pull cards for confirmation if I feel like there's something nagging at me that I haven't really gotten to, but usually a lot can come out on the first run. So, Spirit guides of the highest truth and compassion. What is it that this beautiful group of individuals needs to hear today? What can we share with them? What can we bring to the top of mind? What can we, what messages can we share with them for their highest good? Alrighty. Wow, alright. You've got King of Pentacles in your conscious mind. Oh my god. You have Nine of Cups in your unconscious mind. Okay, seriously? If you... Wow, okay. So, I'm going to set this advice card off to the side. I don't look at it quite yet. I wait until I've kind of dissected these cards with you. But the reason I said wow is because the last reading I just did, so if you look at the, whatever day that you're noticing this was posted on, the day before, there's a reading, and the subconscious card was also the Nine of Cups. So I feel like we're in alignment, or at least I'm in alignment. I'm recording this in the past for the future, but the message is meant to be for whenever you're watching it. I feel like whoever is watching, we're in alignment. Welcome. Nice to see you here. So that's cool. Okay. So sometimes there's like little phrases and things that need to be said. So I'm going to keep this here. So in your conscious mind, you have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. And there's a lot of detail. I really love these cards. These are the Everyday Witch by Deborah Blake. There we go. That's a lot better. So we have a king with plenty. There's grapes. I always think of abundance. I always think of Dionysus when I see grapes. I mean, like, the King of Pentacles is basically Dionysus. I like to think more grounded, though. I like to think maybe a little bit more grounded. Alright, so in your conscious mind, I'm getting that you're feeling, it feels like you're feeling really good. So hold on, I got too excited. So hold on, let me just look at this whole spread really quick. Oh, here we go. Okay. Yeah, isn't it amazing how sometimes when I'm looking at the cards, I mean, it's technically the same card, but it's like I'm looking at it with fresh eyes every time, and then certain things in the image pop up that didn't before. There's a lot here. So right away, I'm going to correct myself here. Because yes, I do think that your overall energy is feeling good. But when I'm looking at this king's face today, for some reason, when I was just, it might be hurt. There we go. I feel kind of like they're like looking off to the side, like waiting or expecting something, or like they almost look a little concerned too, actually. Like, and I get the feeling that they're posing for a picture. You know how they did back in the day where you're seated in a pose with all of the good things in your life You look kind of slightly uncomfortable. You're not really smiling. You're not like super thrilled with what's going on around you, but you know, you're kind of just, you're getting through it kind of a thing. Yeah, like, I guess the main energy I get from this king today, I feel like he's saying, really? Like, really? Like, is that, like, we're gonna do that? Really? Like, questioning. Questioning! That's it. Questioning. Maybe in your conscious mind, you're questioning something. I'm gonna write that down. Maybe in your conscious mind, you are questioning something. And with it being the King of Pentacles, perhaps it has something to do with your stability, your groundedness, your sovereignty, your personal power, related to stability. And this cow here seems like, I'm drawn to this cow. Their eyes, I know it's a little difficult, like it's not as clear for me, like literally looking at it, but I feel like this cow is all-knowing. I don't know why. In this today, I just feel like it's a kind of like spirit, or a reflection of spirit, or a reflection of your higher consciousness, or like your truest, purest soul, like your knowing, your intuition. And my screen is like beep, 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 like flickering. So I'm thinking that's a confirmation. It has something to do with intuition, your connection with spirit. Excuse me. So they're questioning. So we have a King of Pentacles questioning in the conscious mind. And in the unconscious, in your sleep state, we have the Nine of Cups. And this Nine of Cups, it was a lot different than the other one. So the other one was from the Rider-Waite-Coleman deck. This is a different deck, the Everyday Witch by Deborah Blake, excuse me. So the feeling I'm getting here is, you know, this witch is kind of meditating. Like they're trying to get in touch with spirit. I almost feel the way that they're seated, you know, their back is straight, their head is up, it's almost like they're preparing to channel. They're preparing to channel from a source, from the highest consciousness. And there was something that, I wonder what the spiritual meaning of a crab is, actually. Hold on, I'm just going to Google that really quick. Spiritual. Let's see. Protection and boundaries, adaptability and resilience, emotional depth and intuition. Wow. Okay. So I was just thinking to myself, this kitty cat, I feel, is protecting, you know, their keeper. They're protecting their keeper. They're like, you know, I'm setting boundaries, like whatever this crab is. And, you know, crabs, I think of their little pinchers. So maybe it's something, and I do not know everything about crabs. Okay. So I know that, like, for example, my partner is just very into animal, like, ecological things. And so there could be, like, if you are into animals and you know, well, the crab does X, Y, and Z, the crab is known for this, then take that knowledge and use it in this reading, and it has a message for you. Share it with us. Write it down in the comments below. I'd love to know. So this crab, I think of their little pinchers, and I think, me personally, is I don't want to get pinched. I don't want to get hurt. And this cat is protecting their keeper while they're meditating, right? So I don't know if you guys have ever meditated out in the open, but it can feel a little vulnerable. Like I like to meditate outside, and I always try to find like a little alcove where there's not like a lot of walking happening, just because energy people's energy can interfere with your energy when you're trying to channel or meditate. And so I feel like this kitty cat is protecting her keeper, or their keeper, to ensure that the channel is successful, or to ensure that, you know, they're getting the clarity that they're seeking at the beach today, right? The other piece of this I'm getting is surrender and offering, because of the cups and the way that they're placed on the castle. Like, the witch has created a sacred space to channel, to receive wish fulfillment, and they're offering, they've made an offering. So they've shown up in the environments they were supposed to show up in, or they have made it known their interest in X, Y, and Z, and now they are waiting to receive. They're waiting to receive something. So take that as it resonates, okay? Waiting to receive. Or, I'm going to write that down. Waiting to receive, giving and they've, like, done the work, and now they're waiting to receive. So in your conscious mind, there's something that perhaps is being questioned. In your subconscious, you're protecting yourself, you're setting boundaries, and you are cultivating and holding a very sacred space for yourself to channel, to receive abundance, to receive your intuition, to receive the messages of your intuition, to receive the messages of spirit, to connect with spirit, whatever that means for you. That's very different for everybody. The spiritual relationship is very different for everybody. It's very personal. Okay. And then your overall energy is the Two of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. And so with this being the overall energy, that actually tells me that there's a decision perhaps that needs to be made, and that would make sense because there's some questioning going on in your head. Maybe there's some questioning around what you value, what you have, what it is. My screen is going nuts again. My screen is flashing right now. Perhaps you're questioning what it is that you have worked so hard for, that you have built your life on. Whoa! Hold on. What? It is that you have built your... That was a channel, you guys. That was a really hardcore channel right there. That was like, whoa. Okay. So what you're questioning, what it is that you have built your life on. Shit, that's a lot. Wow. I feel I'm getting a sense that I'm speaking to someone very... I'm speaking to all of you, but first there's some of these things seem very specific, and I feel like I'm getting the sense that there's a whole bunch of you that are maybe really established in your career, or you've been working, you're tenured in your career, you've been doing something for a long time. You're no longer a novice, basically. You are seasoned with all of the good spices, you know what I mean? So, there is a decision. There is a decision looming overhead, I just heard. Because the way that this witch is looking up to these pentacles, there is a decision looming overhead, and a choice needs to be made on what you will choose. And you are questioning what it is that you've built your life on. So if you're questioning what it is that you've built your life on, there has to be a reason for that, right? That's pretty major if you're thinking about that. Maybe something happened that had you questioning, what do I believe in? Who do I want to be in this organization? I just heard. Who do I want to be in this organization, and how do I want to show up? And what is my brand that I'm actually like? And that can be dangerous, right? I just heard, that can be dangerous, because when you're in an organization, your brand is their brand, right? But, you have an identity. Even as a leader, you have an identity. And the people who work as individual contributors or managers underneath you, I hate saying that, ugh, gross, work with you, because I used to work at HR, so I see like an org chart, and I see all the little branches and how like there's a hierarchy, right? So even though this is the channeled message, okay, so take it or leave it. If you're questioning what it is that you've built your life on, maybe you've spent so much time at this organization and things are changing and you're not sure that your values align anymore. You're not sure, and you're having to make a decision on, is this something I want to be a part of still? Is there a way for me to still get what I need to feel like myself and to embrace my identity and be able to share that while still being able to work for this organization? Like, maybe the foundation needs a checkup. Like, maybe you need to see, okay, well, what's my foundation built on now? 15 years ago or 10 years ago, my foundation was built on this. And it served me well for that 15 years. But now this has happened. This tower moment has happened in my life. Something has happened. Who knows what? You fill in the blank. And I'm not so sure that the old foundation is going to be stable for my new foundation of what I want. And I think that's interesting because this here, the switch is standing on kind of rocky, like a teeter-totter. That confirms for me, this whole question of what is it that you have built, you're questioning what it is that you have built your life on and how you show up to your peers and your associates and your family and your, screen just went la 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 la. Like, family is a big one. Like, maybe this organization that you've been working for a long time or with for a long time, they used to serve you well, but something's happened and it's actually causing a rift with your family somehow. Like, maybe your kids are saying, this organization did this and this is my identity, and how do you feel about that? Mother, father, like, how do you feel about that? Like, what do you believe in? What's your identity? Like, why would you still work for this organization if that's what they're doing? You know what I mean? Like, really big questions like that. And I gotta imagine, I feel a little stifled right now, so I gotta imagine that brings up a lot of blocked feelings. Maybe you don't want to feel these things because they are truthful. Because the truth isn't something you want to see, maybe. But you know what? You're courageous, and you're looking at it, because you're the kind of person, if your King of Pentacles energy is very like, but wait a minute, I don't just if something uncomfortable comes up, I look at it, and I evaluate it from all sides, and I strategize, and I take the time to understand. I seek to understand. I don't just, blow through things, you know what I mean? I don't just pretend things don't exist. You're a person that's really diligent with, not diligent, you have integrity. You are a person with integrity. And your choices, your choices matter. Your choices mean something. Your choices are a reflection of your leadership. Your choices are a reflection of your leadership, and how you lead is everything to how effective you're going to be, and who's going to believe in you to do what needs to be done for the organization, right? So, wow, you guys. Let me just look at this card really quick again here. Okay, so there's two things that I'm getting, and then I'm going to put this aside and we need to move on to advice. There's this Lamiscat, or this infinity symbol. There's infinite possibilities, right? Your mind is just racing with honestly, I haven't felt like that in a long time. Where it's just like constant movement of your thoughts, and I gotta do this and this needs to happen here, and gotta be 10 steps ahead and all that. there's a lot going on in your mind. I would encourage you to maybe go into an isolation pod, honestly. And yes, go into an isolation pod and think about the question, what is the foundation you've built your life on, and what actually matters to you now, and how is it different than it was before? That's a big thing that you're thinking about right now. And I tell you, and it's a DDD, again, the light on this, that's what you really, that's what I'm being guided to channel to you, that there is something there for you that you have to really get in the weeds with, because that's going to help with your connection with intuition, your connection with spirit, your wish fulfillment, what you really desire, what you really want your foundation to be built on, okay? And then this here is the kitty cat leaping, taking a leap. Taking a leap is another thing I'm getting with this, is it can be kind of scary to look at these things that make us feel uncomfortable, to get in that isolation pod and hear the things we've been avoiding, or feel the things we've been avoiding. As soon as you do it, though, you're gonna know what you need to do, and you're not going to be questioning anymore, and you're going to start moving away from questioning into a new life, wish fulfillment. Okay, and let's look at this advice card. I haven't even flipped over the advice card yet. 9 of Wands. Yeah, 9 of Wands. Oh wow. So, yikes. You are a busy person. I'm getting the feeling you're a very busy person. So this witch looks like they've seen better days. They've been working hard, and all of their wands are like exhausted. Like they're using all their resources. I can't tell if this is like a shoulder wrap. Like they've been a little hurt, injured. They have a wrap on their head. This cat is on guard. They're waiting. They're like waiting for what's the next thing that's going to happen. What's the next disaster, work catastrophe, person deciding to leave the organization, or what's the next unexpected event. Waiting for the shoe to drop is what I'm getting. I'm going to read from this 9 of Wands because I feel like there's something here with advice. Okay, here we go. I'm still standing better than I ever did. Boop, 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 boop. I'm a survivor, feeling like a little kid. Okay, so you may be battered and bruised, but you will survive to fight another day. Or maybe you won't have to fight at all. That might make for a nice change of pace. I'm hearing you laugh. Like, I don't know. Whoever I'm connecting with, I feel like, yeah, that would be nice. It would be nice for things to just chill out. The witch on this card clearly has been having a tough time. She's fought battles, won a few, maybe lost more. You can be pretty sure that she'd like to be doing anything other than preparing for another one, but that doesn't mean she's ready to give up. Quite the contrary. She'll keep going as long as she has to. In the end, nothing can break her spirit, which doesn't mean she couldn't use a break and maybe a nice picnic lunch, maybe tomorrow. Be careful about that. I just heard, be careful about always saying maybe tomorrow. Like, no. Like, look at your phone, which I know is probably a hot mess, especially, like, the energy I'm getting from you is very Queen of Wands, like, I am a badass business bitch, get out of my way, okay? And, like, just, like, your Google Calendar has, like, a million colors on it, and you have timers and things, and, like, it's hard to find time for yourself, okay? But you're a successful person, and you've had to learn about boundaries and blocking them for other people, so you can freaking do this for yourself, okay? So get your phone. This is like your reminder to get your phone right now, look at your calendar, and literally block out an hour for reflection, an hour for isolation pod, an hour for going to the lake and writing out what it is that you feel. What are your new values? What were they before, and what are they now, okay? Things to consider. Life is full of battles, large and small. The trick is to choose which ones you are going to fight. Are you using precious energy on issues too small to really matter? Ooh. Do you seem to end up fighting the same battle over and over again? There is no dishonor in walking away from a fight if it isn't worth the effort. But if you are fighting for something important, don't give up. You are tougher than you think. And the thing I'm getting here is don't give up on yourself. That's the main thing, is don't give up on yourself and what you believe in. Because it feels like you've been going down this road for a really long time. You're very seasoned in what you do. You are an expert in what you do. And perhaps you think that there are people in your field who see you a certain way, and you have to maintain a certain way of being in order to appease or in order to maintain relationships. And the thing I'm getting is now, there's something that has been brought to your attention that's making you think, is this really what I want anymore? Is this aligning with who I am? Is this the leader I want to be? Is this the legacy I want to leave behind as a leader? Man, wow. Wow, well, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Comment down below if you feel safe to do so. Obviously, no specifics, but if you feel safe to do so, let me know what's on your mind. And you can do this. You've done harder things. That's what I'm getting. You've done harder things, and this questioning is only for your highest good. It's only for your highest good. It's not meant to lead you to something you don't want. It's actually meant to lead you to your soul's purpose and fullest potential. Okay? So thank you so much for being here. I can't wait to see you in the next one, and good luck with your journaling. All right, bye.